In today's lesson, you will be introduced to hiragana that you will need to read and write vocabulary used in a Japanese classroom. There is only one video today. After this set of notes, you will be able to read and write 3 more hiragana characters and their related syllables. Today is a slow day, but that's because you're learning a lot more vocabulary. Our first character today is tsu. It's a single stroke. It begins going slightly up to the right, but as it nears the opposite side of the box, it curves down and back around to the left. It ends in a tail about halfway across. Let's try it together. Stroke 1 goes across, curves back around where it tails, tsu. Oh no! Look out! It's a snake! And we all know that snakes go tss. I'm sure you can be more creative and think of something better than that. Mi begins with a stroke that is kind of a cross between a Z and a number 2. It stops. Stroke 2 is a short, almost vertical stroke that tails down to the left. Let's try it. Stroke 1 goes across the top, quickly turns down, loops around to the right, and stops. Stroke 2 is almost vertical as it tails down to the left. Mi. Hey, look at me, I can do a backflip, I said just before I broke me neck. Perhaps you have a better figure that doesn't require an Irish accent. Re is 3 strokes. It is also the third character that begins with the 1 and 7 strokes like wa and ne. The third stroke goes up to a peak before crashing down, flowing to the right where it ends in a tail. Notice that wa, ne, and re only differ with the ending of the third stroke. Let's try it. Stroke 1 goes down and stops. Stroke 2 is a 7 that crosses over stroke 1. Stroke 3 starts where stroke 2 stopped, then goes up to a peak before crashing down and tailing to the right. Re. Think of Rudolph the reindeer looking up at the aurora borealis asking, "Why did you wreck my life with this red nose?" Or you can draw your own image to help you remember. Tsu is from the Tagyo, so its pronunciation can be altered using the dakuten. If we take tsu and add the dakuten, we get zu. Some people will try to differentiate this syllable from zu in the Zagyo by putting a D in front and saying zu. Can you tell the difference? Most Americans can't, so we just use the zu pronunciation for both. This is not the only character that can create different pronunciations. Mi is from the I row, so it can be combined to create palatal sounds. Currently, we can write nya and myo. Let's do those quickly. We'll write mi as usual, but remember to think about the horizontal and vertical lines to help you place ya in the correct position with the correct size. Mya. Myo is the same, a normal-sized mi followed by a smaller yo. Using the lines really helps when you are first learning. Myo. That's all of the hiragana we are going to cover today. Here is the full hiragana table again, and here are the characters we've learned so far. There are only a few more characters to go. Be sure you don't fall behind. Remember, there are also several characters that have their sounds altered by adding dakuten and han dakuten. So we have also learned alterations to these hiragana characters. Only 3 more hiragana characters and this table will be complete. As you can see, it's important to study daily. If you get behind, you'll find the course very difficult. Oh, and that's not everything. We've also encountered the palatal sounds. Because we have learned mi, we can add 2 more characters to this table, which means that with only 2 more characters, this table will be full. Remember when writing horizontally, the characters from the Yagyo are in a different location. Take some time to memorize all of these characters. Remember to review everything else that we have learned as well. Although we're almost through with the hiragana, we're going to start adding katakana and kanji.